Hi, everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Scot Haney in the First Alert Forecast Center at Channel 3. Welcome to our all-new First Alert Weather Extra, streaming right here on WFSB+. This is a great resource that you can get the accurate information you need, a little bit more in depth, a little bit more in detail in terms of that forecast. Now, you can find us on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, bringing you even more ways to stay ahead of the weather. We're streaming live weekdays at 8 a.m. and then again at 9:30 in the evening, giving you an in-depth look at the forecast so you can plan your day and week. And again, be sure to join us every morning and evening on WFSB Plus for our First Alert Weather Extra. How are you? What a beautiful start it was this morning. Temperature's a little bit above average. It was 76 degrees in New Haven. When I came in, it was 78. That was around 2 o'clock this morning. Now it's about 76, which is about 12 to 13, 14 degrees above average. Typical overnight low is 62. So the numbers are warm, but the humidity is coming down. The dew points are in the 60s, which is so awesome, and they're going to continue to drop through the day today. So no more dangerously hot temperatures. We're talking about very low humidity during the day today, and the actual feels like temperature is equivalent to the temperature because, again, there's no humidity. All right, let's get to it, shall we? We're talking about, again, the First Alert Weather Extra right here on WFSB+. This is an exciting time for us as we continue to expand our forecasting, and we're able to bring you a lot more in depth. Now, our First Alert Live radar, we are talking about dry conditions, and what a beautiful ICAM in Old Saybrook. Just look at all those boats in the harbor, right? I saw one leave a little bit earlier this morning, heading out to maybe do a little fishing, maybe doing a little cabin cruising. And you can see there we've got clear skies right across the board. So really beautiful. Now, this is something that came in yesterday, and we need to talk about it. It is the drought monitor. Unfortunately, we're abnormally dry. This is an extension from southwest Connecticut. Southwest Connecticut and southeast Connecticut were under the abnormally dry conditions last week. Now we've added the middle of the shoreline communities, New Haven and Middlesex counties. It is abnormally dry. And let me show you what's going on. Look at the difference between, it's like a tale of two cities. Hartford, you're at 3.33. We are Channel 3, of course. I didn't make that number up. We're 3.33 inches above normal for the year. And look at the shoreline, Bridgeport, 10 inches shy for the year. That's pretty substantial. We need some rain around here, and that's why it is abnormally dry along the shoreline. So there's really not a lot of measurable precipitation in this forecast. This is the feels like trend. I've been showing it to you all week, and we've been anywhere from 90 to 95. Today, we're only in the mid to upper 80s, and that's equivalent to the temperatures, so that's good news. Visibility, perfect 10 this morning. We didn't have any fog. We had fog yesterday, the day before that. Every morning we've started off with that fog with high levels of humidity, but not this morning. As we take a look at the satellite and radar, I'm going to widen out the shot. Not a lot going on out there, and that is good news. That bodes well for a pretty good day of weather. Let's take a look at First Alert Futurecast. What's interesting is today's good. We're good today. Tonight is good. We're partly cloudy tonight. Tomorrow morning, you may wake up to some clouds, and then during the day tomorrow, it tries to bring in a sprinkle. If that materializes, it'll be very few and far between and very isolated in nature. Most towns stay under the partly sunny skies. Sunday, a front approaches with a chance for some pop-up showers, maybe a brief thunderstorm in the early evening through the late evening, but again, not measurable precipitation. Going to the beach today, you've picked a winner. Look at that water temperature, 76 degrees. 82 for Mystic, 81 for Niantic. Old Saybrook and Madison and Branford coming in the low to mid 80s, and then you get some 86 degree warmth in Norwalk as well. So if you're going to the beach today, you've picked a winner. Make sure you put on that sunscreen because the UV index is an 8 today, and that's rather high. Here are your headlines. The weekend, yeah, it's going to be warm. It gets muggier and hotter. By Sunday, we're talking about temperatures in the low 90s. So we're back to the 90 degree heat. And if we do get to 90 on Sunday, that'll be day number 22 of 90 degree heat here in the state, above average now in terms of 90 degree plus days in the state of Connecticut for the year. Then we're talking about below average temperatures next week. How about highs in the upper 70s? We'll take that. And then we're monitoring Tropical Storm Erin. Let's get to it. It is moving to the northwest, and you can see here the intensity grows 3 to a 4. That's a major hurricane. Good news, it's out over the open waters of the Atlantic, and it looks like it's going to sandwich itself between Bermuda and the continental United States. So looks like a miss for us. That is according to all the model runs, but it is going to create some rough surf. Starting Wednesday, the seas are going to get high. The Atlantic, that is, with some rough surf and rip tides and strong waves. So we're going to ask you kind of stay out of the water during this time period, Wednesday through the upcoming weekend. It could be a little bit through upcoming next weekend. Could get a little rough in the Atlantic. So, but no major impacts from this storm in terms of weather conditions. All right, Torrington, good morning to you. It is gorgeous out there. Let's take a look at our beautiful Old Saybrook ICAM once again. Lots of boats in the harbor. And high pressure reigns supreme during the day today. Now, I want you to notice what's taking place to the left, upper left-hand portion. There comes a cold front. That's going to be bearing down on us through the day on Sunday. So that is the mechanism to touch off some scattered showers, but it looks few and far between. Your fair forecast, Bridgewater, the Hartford County 4-H fair. There are a couple of more fairs going on. We'll be under partly cloudy skies tonight as the temperatures drop into the lower 70s. But what a great night for a fair. Temperatures out there this morning, upper 60s, low 70s. There's that 76 I was talking about in New Haven and in Bridgeport. And you can see we're down anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees in inland Connecticut, up a degree or 3 in Bridgeport. So a little bit milder there than yesterday. The dew points, yeah, we're close to the upper 50s, and these numbers will continue to drop. So it's a very refreshing day. And the dew point trend does go up this weekend, but then it comes down Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as the temperatures are going to be below average. There's that sustained wind, 5 to 16 miles an hour. So there is a bit of a breeze out of the north-northeast this morning. Playing some golf today, 4. We're looking good. We're talking about temperatures in the mid-80s with sunny skies. What a great day. I hope it's not cart path only for you. Now, the chance for wet paws today, none. Tomorrow, none. Sunday, with that threat for a scattered shower or thunderstorm in the evening, it does grow a little bit. Here's your forecast for today. We're talking about sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-80s, if not some upper 80s. And then we drop back into the 70s. By tomorrow morning, we're between about 60 and 66 degrees. That's refreshing. Open up the windows, let some fresh air in. Along the shoreline today, just a couple of degrees cooler, but not a big deal. We're talking about ample sunshine. And I want you to notice one thing here. Sunrise, 5:59. Yeah, that means tomorrow the sun starts rising at the 6 o'clock hour. Fall is not far away. Yep. Daytime highs today in the mid to upper 80s. Beautiful day, a little bit cooler in southeast Connecticut. Your overnight lows dropping into the low 60s, if not mid 60s. Partly cloudy, a little bit cooler than it was this morning. And then your 7-day forecast, maybe that isolated shower late Sunday, not a big deal. Monday, 80 after a hot one on Sunday. Tuesday, 78, and then Wednesday, maybe a shower possible. That has nothing to do with the remnants of Erin. That is just an isolated little system that's going to be rolling in. But again, the rough seas start taking place on Wednesday. Thursday, 80 degrees with partial sunshine. Look at how comfortable the overnight lows get next week. That's something to look forward to as well. Here come your shoreline highs, pretty equivalent to where we're headed inland. You'll notice there, 79 for Tuesday, 78 for Wednesday. That is just awesome. All right, so this has been your Weather Extra. Again, you can find us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV, bringing you even more ways to stay ahead of the weather. We're streaming live weekdays at 8 a.m. and again at 9:30 p.m., giving you an in-depth look at your forecast to help you plan your day and week. Be sure to join us every morning and evening on WFSB Plus for our First Alert Weather Extra. We hope you have a great, safe, and healthy weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Meteorologist Scot Haney in the First Alert Forecast Center signing off. Have a great day. Take care.